LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga is set to get a new update soon, but there is some bad news to talk about in this video. From interesting back-end changes for a new update, to issues happening at TT Games, I will share with you all of the latest news in this video. Before we do get into the news though, make sure you do subscribe to my channel so you won't miss any future LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga news update videos. Firstly, I wanted to mention just how incredibly successful this game still is being. It has been the best-selling game since it has released in April, and it quickly became the second best-selling game of 2022, just behind the behemoth that is Elden Ring. Each month since April, it has been either the top 1, 2 or 3 best-selling games in the US and Europe, even when new games release after it. It's the fastest selling LEGO game of all time, and it just keeps selling millions of copies each month. With all these copies sold and money being made, you'd think Warner Bros and TT Games would dedicate some resources to create more content for it, but nope, they are not. Since launch, the game has received around 7 or 8 updates, depending on the platform. The first couple of patches had no patch notes, which I did find to be strange because pretty much every game releases patch notes when there is an update. However, the third update, which was the biggest, did have patch notes released alongside it. Not only did major game-breaking bugs get fixed, but TT Games added 4 more capital ships for us to fight and explore. The patch notes were posted to the Warner Bros site. Even though they weren't so detailed, at least we had them. The problem with all of the updates after that update though, is they did not get any patch notes at all. This has meant the community has had to find out what was changed and what fixes were made. For example, I found out that they had changed the sound of the Darksaber. Meanwhile, in the last 5 updates or so, they've fixed plenty of bugs stopping progress from being completed, but these were all discovered by the community. They just didn't tweet about it or post some patch notes. This goes hand in hand with the game and TT Games' official Twitter accounts being less responsive since the first few patches. That's what I've noticed. I expected this to happen given the game came out, but I still think communication on updates, such as just announcing an update has gone live, would be good for the player base. And then yesterday, the community manager announced he has left TT Games. Throughout 2020 and 2021, we as a community had been without a community manager, despite them having job listings up for nearly 2 years. We finally got a community manager just before the game came out a few months ago, and he has already left to work at Rockstar Games. This means the chances of us getting communication again is very slim. Some people will say, well, we don't need an update, the game's out, we've already played it, who cares? But we still need updates to fix things that were wrong or broken since the game were released. They've not been fixed yet, which is just a bit crazy to me. For example, Luke Skywalker's training skin has a blue lightsaber blade, but not green, as seen in episode 9. Rey Skywalker's yellow saber blade is shorter than every other lightsaber blade in the game. That's not how it is in canon. Some people seem to think that, but that is not the case. It's the exact same length, and it's still short in the game despite 8 or 9 patches. On top of that, a bug that a lot of people have been really frustrated by because it's just so annoying even though it's minor, is the yellow dots appearing on characters that we've already selected. It's saying they're new characters or new costumes, but they just appear on characters you've already used when you next load up the game. It's just so silly. Like, why has this not been fixed? It was there before the game had even come out. I noticed it when I played the game early, and it's still not been fixed. I just don't understand why TT Games, who have been made aware of these issues, have not come out and addressed these issues publicly in a tweet or actually through a patch. I know some people will say, well, there's probably no update coming. It's not all bad news. There is still more updates coming based on SteamDB, and here's why. So I've been checking the Steam database since the last update, and TT Games have been submitting a lot of new builds for the Skywalker Saga, like a lot of them. TT Games have actually gone through all of the steps to do a patch a few times since the last patch, meaning one of them failed cert testing or they decided to get a new version out. It's not just the main game though. This includes, for the first time, submitting new versions of all of the DLC packs, including the classic Obi-Wan skin. Then today, they removed the age rating board version of the game for a Lucasfilm test. This is the first time they have submitted a Lucasfilm test version. Why would Lucasfilm need a new test version of the game? They have approved everything in the game already. Given the fact that barely anyone at TT is working on this game, I doubt it's going to be some sort of big feature like character customization, but rather new skins. I have a theory. You might be wondering why and how, what skins? Well, LEGO Star Wars Summer Vacation just released on Disney+, and maybe they are adding skins from that film. Back in 2020, when the game was supposed to release, and the holiday special released on Disney+, TT Games made Christmas skins that are in the game from that film. They were available through unlock codes on various LEGO sets, and some of the skins were part of the LEGO Advent Calendar in that year. This means it's not entirely out of the question, as LEGO probably want to market the Advent Calendar, the film, and the game together. It would be really fun getting these versions of Vader, R2, C-3PO, as well as hopefully Palpatine, Finn, and Rey. Maybe this is why Lucasfilm needs a test version just to approve these skins, I don't know. This is just me speculating, and there might be no skins coming whatsoever. I'd love to hear your thoughts on everything I've shared in this video, so please let me know down in the comment section below. If you've not seen LEGO Star Wars Summer Vacation just yet, I did make a review a few days ago on my channel, so be sure to check out that video. I hope you learned something new from this video, so if you did, please do drop a like to help support the channel, and if you missed any of the previous news updates about the game, click on the playlist on screen right now, and I shall see you in my next LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga video. Goodbye.